You know I didn't just blow the whistle on Flat Earth Dave because of a couple hand symbols, right? You know it's more than that? Well, if you don't, you should stick around. So yeah, he does the one eye symbolism and the literal Master Mason symbol, and he's flashing it across the screen very purposely. And this next one where he does it 1, 2, 3 times, where you'll see right here 1, 2, 3, 6, 6, 6. But guys, come on. You know I'm not outing someone because of a few hand symbols. Did you notice the number 205, 205 feet? Yeah, I decided to Gematria that. 205 feet, because it just kind of seemed like a random number thrown up there out of nowhere. And let's see what we got. Oh, 205 feet just happens to be Moloch. Yep, Moloch, or more commonly referred to as Moloch, which is in the Bible and just happens to be associated very frequently with that in the Bible. And Moloch is also associated with the saying, as above, so below. You know, I'm sure you've seen it with Baphomet doing the as above, so below, and hey, it kind of looks like Dave's friend Sean Hibbler here. It's a funny way to hold your hands. But that's just Sean doing it. It's not Dave, so I don't really have anything here. Or don't I?
I have a video called on my channel, DITRH, which you can watch after this, called The Real Final Experience.
It's a funny way to point your fingers down, especially at the same time you're pointing up in the graphic.
Which you can watch after this.
Real coincidental, I'm sure. So he's doing that symbol. He's doing the Master Mason symbol. He literally is doing as above, so below, which is a reference to one of these disgusting deities like Moloch or Baphomet that these people worship. It literally has another graphic that when you Gematria equals Moloch, he hangs out on Alex Jones's InfoWars and also pretends he didn't know Alex Jones the second time he was on when he had already been on one time. And just happens to be chummy enough with Roseanne to get on her podcast. No big deal. Yeah, okay. And if you think Roseanne's one of the good guys, think again.
Roseanne still not finished getting a few things off her chest after being fired in the wake of her explosive remarks on Twitter and the subsequent cancellation of her show. Speaking out for the second time in an interview with a rabbi, the latest podcast not only focuses on her Jewish faith, but sheds some light on how she's coping with the
chapter called Eat, Pray, Love, Conjure Satan. And when I was 12 years old, I signed a deal with Satan in my room, and I was to...
CBS doesn't condone this.
Wait a minute. Because I wanted to get famous no matter what, and, you know, then I forgot that I had this deal with Satan and everything, and then I got really famous. And then one day I, had this tragic singing accident at the...
yes, I remember that, yeah.
And I realized then that Satan was coming for my soul.
What I'm realizing more and more and more is that if they'll go to the lengths to trot these guys out to defend this, don't you think they're going to cover their bases and have them infiltrate our side as well? Think about it. Most of the biggest names in the FE community are plants. And you don't get on shows like hers or Alex Jones unless you're part of their club. Oh yeah, and remember their as above, so below thing in the Baphomet and Moloch? You know who else likes that? This guy. That's a literal Baphomet costume. Wait for it.
I'm not just MAGA. I'm dog gothic MAGA.
They're all on the same team. And you know how you'll know for sure? Because the people that are on that team, they'll start making videos about me. They'll start trying to mock me. They'll start trying to say I've gone crazy and I'm paranoid. That'll be the tell. You'll know them by when they come for me. Now I am sick to death of looking at this guy's deceiving face. So I'm done doing this. I'm putting this out into the universe, and it's for you guys to decipher and for you to do whatever you want. But I'm not going to talk about this man ever again. Or this crony, or that crony, or this crony, or any of them either. And especially not that guy over there, or his little loyal following. I think what it is, they're actually just mad that they had to join a secret society to figure out all this hidden knowledge, and I just figured it out on my own. Cool, guys. Maybe next time you can just research. But I am literally done with this entire group. I'm blocking them. I'm not talking about them anymore. I'm on to just sharing truth and trying to get people to find God, the God of the Bible, and Jesus. And I'm going to continue to talk about biblical Earth because we are in a stationary, non-rotating realm of some kind. And they're okay if you know that, as long as you don't know that it ties directly in to the Bible, because that is what they are planted for, to keep people away from that specific truth. And just in case you need to see how blatantly clear and obvious and intentional this was, one more time as I close out and say this was absolutely not for entertainment purposes.